Okay, Charles LeBlanc here. Now, you think I'm stubborn? Vous croyez que moi je suis têtu? Je vais vous dire une affaire. Il y a quelqu'un qui est plus têtu que moi. Je sais c'est dur à croire. Là. There's somebody that's more stubborn than me. I know it's hard to believe, but and I'm going to try to do less talking as I can. Look who I got here. Have a seat here. Have a seat here. There you go. Have a seat right there.
Good.
So here I have, c'est là, bon, alors comment ça va?
Oh.
Une légende acadienne, an Acadian legend, Jackie Vautour.
Right.
What keeps you going?
We're having I'd say it this way, we're having a heck of a time trying to get what is called justice.
Justice? Do we
Yeah.
have justice here in New Brunswick?
Well, I always thought that there should be, and I always thought that there was. But now, since many years has passed, and
How old are you now?
Justice did not get to us.
How old are you now? How old are you?
I'm 88.
Double 88 ans?
Yeah, right. 88.
Oh my God. 88? 88. Oh, okay. The natives always respect their elders. I will definitely respect my Acadian elders. I'll let you talk and I'll shut. 88.
88.
Okay, going back to justice.
Yeah.
You think justice is not...
Well, it's supposed to be there, but I suppose depending on what sort of a case, like the case that we have, it's something that sort of tackles government, say. And when you are in courts with cases against governments, it's different, I believe, than someone else being in court with another civil case or a criminal case. But the reason that I'm saying that we did not receive justice yet, I'm saying yet because we're still in court and we may sometime have justice rendered to us. But up to now, it seems that justice was not there for us. There's 19 years in a fishing case. We went out fishing, me and my wife.
Remember that. Emery was the cop, right?
Beg your pardon?
Emery was his last name? That handcuffed your wife?
Yeah, it's...
Emery was the last name. Yeah.
Well, there were two park guards and one RCMP. And yeah, they beat us up, you know. They broke bones in my shoulder, cracked my wrist, and blinded me, and did a whole lot of things.
What keeps you going?
I was hammered with batons, and my wife, they almost drowned her.
Yeah, I remember that. And she was emotional when she was telling me the story. She cried.
Yeah. But see, all this matter is still before the courts,
I tell lawyer.
The matter is called now the Metis case, because we're going into Metis problems, and those problems should be absolutely looked at and delivered a justice in that area also, because the Metis in Western Canada and in Ontario, you have the Metis who are allowed their rights as Metis.
They just came out last year. You could have your rights now here in New Brunswick, right? Because of people like you.
Not quite yet, because we're looking into that, and we are now headed for the Supreme Court of Canada.
I thought it was already decided by the Supreme Court of Canada, or is it me?
Well, the Supreme Court of Canada made decisions on cases, and they decided that the Metis were Indians. Yeah. But here in the province of New Brunswick, as well as Nova Scotia, and I'd say the Maritimes, we are in a situation where, no, the rights for the Metis are not yet decided by the courts, because they claim that you have to prove a Metis community. And the Metis community, according to the historians, the Metis community has not been declared in the Maritimes. So therefore, we have two sorts of Metis. We have Metis in the western part of Canada who have received their rights according to the courts. And in the Maritimes, not yet, because of trying to prove that Metis community, although they are Metis, but they have no rights. So it sorts of divide the human body of a person into two different categories. You have those who have their rights, and you have those who have not.
What's the Jackie Vautour that's now fighting for Metis' right, and the Jackie Vautour that was fighting to keep his land in Kouchibouguac? How many percentage is it more land? Are you still upset over the land claim, or more than the Metis?
What is before the court is the land and also the rights of the Metis. Because down in what we call the Kouchibouguac matter, the people who were living on those lands are Metis. And now you have a claim that's in court for the Metis according to the land. The land is Indian land, we say it this way.
Yeah.
Because, and the natives, the reserve people, who are on reserves, they laid claim to the lands also. They laid claim to Kouchibouguac. And
that opens a can of worms.
Well, it could be a can of worms, but also it can be arranged very clearly. If, for instance, both agree together on matters, you have the natives on reserves, and you have what is called the native Metis, because the Supreme Court of Canada already decided that the Metis were Indians. So when you look at that, you have both sides agreeing, if they do agree to go together. So
Excuse me just 1 second, just want to check, that's all. Well, going good. Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
So this is what's trying to be done at this time, is to have both sides joining in together on the matter of the lands. And that should be done, because when you look at the people who were called the expropriated people, those people, I believe, perhaps none of them knew that the lands at Kouchibouguac were native lands.
The water. Change the subject, Jackie. You're getting up there in age. Knowing you'll live till 150 anyway. You looking for housing, or are you looking to move into a senior home, or there's a rumor going on the internet that you're looking, like the government put you in a home somewhere? Is that just a rumor, or
No,
is that fake news?
Certainly not. Certainly not. Me and my wife, both of us, we decided that we were going to live here and never go into senior homes or whatever you call it. We decided that we can live here until we take sick or something, and we can't provide for each other.
You still use the washroom in the back in the shed?
So we have a camper there that we can use now.
Oh, you upgraded to a camper now.
Well, not exactly, no. We're still living in this here shack. But we have a camper that we don't live in it.
No.
Just there.
But you just use the washroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. You're tough. You're tough. Well, so if you drop dead tomorrow, who's going to take over the fight?
Oh, I have sons and daughters, and They're very willing to do things. I have one son who is, they have a sort of a committee created among them, and they're collecting funds in order to try to keep on the matter into the courts and see how far we can go, and see if the courts are going to come up with trials and see how it's going to work.
You mean your son is like a second Jackie Vautour? Is he as stubborn as you?
He's stubborn like me. The only difference is that he still has not the experience that I went through.
That's true.
So the matter, I had 45 years of experience knowing politics, knowing governments, and knowing the law, knowing justice, and I have my feelings about all of it.
Has Brian Gallant been here?
Not a word.
Not a word from Monsieur Gallo? No. Wonder why?
No word from none of them. I think factually they sort of forgot us.
You forgot? Oh my God, how can we forget?
Because some people think that, we should maybe negotiate or try to negotiate with government. But factually...
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you that. So factually, there's no...
look at that, huh?
There's nothing in government, I believe, for us, because of what happened in the past. Matters that happened in the past, the matter of requesting the lands and requesting the rights, from governments. And I believe that they just went against us, Well, they did, because factually they put us in sufferance here.
You have an opinion? I haven't seen you around. I was looking for you in 2013. Show gas.
Yeah.
You weren't around, huh?
No, I didn't bother with that because I sort of knew how these things were going to turn out.
You predicted how it was going to turn out, the Rexton and the confrontation.
Yeah.
That's right, you went through the same thing almost.
Yeah, yeah. So, no, I didn't go there at all.
No, they were Lake Town, and then they said Jackie Vautour was going to show. I said, really? Jackie Vautour's going to show up?
Yeah.
But never.
No, I did not, no.
You think they had a point to save their show gas?
Oh yeah, as far as what really happened with that, as we know, is that they won their day, But there was a matter, at one time, I was trying to tell them, and I told some of those people who came here, I said, go and get an injunction against the company. And I think it was only a day or two after, it was the company who went and got an injunction against the people.
That's right.
When I said the word, I said it to the wrong people.
Yeah.
See, so the people who came here, they were not the right people to protect the matter.
Have you talked to David Alward?
No.
Never talked to David Alward?
No.
No? Sean Graham?
No.
What's the matter?
No,
Premiers are afraid to come here or what?
No, I quit talking with them.
But if you come to the door and say, Monsieur Vautour, how are you doing?
Oh yeah, no problem. I never turn the person back.
No, I'm here. Yeah.
No. So the thing is that I felt that no, they had their time in order to do something to help us out, but they did not. So it was no use for me to keep on trying with those people.
They have a short clip film called Mala. Is a sort of like a film. They use the legislator as a screen, so they show the whole movie. It goes on, and they show highlights of Richard Hatfield, Breitland, Frank McKenna, all the people in history.
Yeah.
You're mentioned twice.
Yeah.
You're mentioned twice.
Uh-huh.
How does that make you feel?
I don't know if, you know, the thing is that I'm, according to my feeling, I'm just a little guy, and I don't fit in with those people.
Of course you do. You're a hero.
Maybe because of certain things, you know, that people would believe that. But I can't put myself in a position other than I was born among poor people, and my people were poor people, and the only thing difference is that I had a little chance in all these matters to be able to show what big people are. And there's not much help for little people among those people. You always have to fight, 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 fight.
It looks like the way you're talking, the only fight you could do is via the courts now. You can't do it fight online.
That's right.
You got to use the courts. And is the court corrupt? I think the courts are corrupt.
Well,
you can't find a lawyer.
There may be corrupt in certain ways, but at the same time, you have to understand that the Federal Court of Canada are the ones, I believe, and the only ones that you can go to where you can maybe receive justice.
Yeah, true.
You know, the Federal Court, because the Federal Court have made great decisions so far, you know, but there are the lower courts here in the province of New Brunswick. I cannot say any good for any of the courts here in the province.
They all know who Jackie Vautour is, so therefore they have an opinion.
No, it's a matter of trying to say, you know, well, he has no rights because he has to prove a Métis community. Although he's a Métis, but then we had a community, we had people here, we had 6 villages.
Yeah, they 6?
6 small villages.
Really?
And we had communities. But what the governments are trying to say is that, no, you have to prove that it was a Métis community. So, although they say that the others, like I mentioned, the others out west,
yeah, I want to save the battery.
You know, you look at history and you see where the matter of Métis, or half-breeds at the time that they were called, where it began. It all began down here in the Maritimes.
Oui, and we're going to talk about that en français. On peut pas y faire notre gars en anglais, ça serait une insulte pour les Acadiens, en français aussi. We're going to stop it. One more thing, how's your health?
My health?
Hey, last time I came here, you were lifting weights.
I'm still doing it.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, 88 years old, still got it. Your health's good?
Yeah.
No problem? No,
No.
everything's fine?
No, it's still going.
Still fish?
Yeah, it's still going good, and my wife's the same. We're both quite healthy. And
She's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
You still fish?
No.
No?
No, the last time we went was when they stopped us at that time.
Oh, yeah.
Well, listen to this. When we were stopped in 1997, that's a while back, we went to court. The lawyer we had from Moncton, Brian Murphy,
Oh, yes.
he brought the park plan to the court, took the park plan, showed it to the judge, and they decided that the plan was illegal. Okay?
Mm.
So then, that meant that the plan fell before the court. I asked the judge what we could do. He said, you can go back fishing, Mr. Vautour. you can go back fishing. I said, I can sue them also for what they did.
Yeah.
He said, yes. He says, I'll be coming back. And he put down a date that it was coming back. But he never did come back.
He got appointed as a judge?
But listen to this. Thus we were in court in the spring of 1998. We had been stopped in 1997, and it was late fall, so we went to court in 1998. And when we went to court in 1998, that's when the judge told us we could go back fishing. Okay?
Mm.
In the same year, in the fall, in September, Parks and RCMP came and jumped us because we had gone back fishing under judge's order.
Oh, really?
And they jumped us and they beat us up. We tried to explain what had happened. They knew,
I remember that.
but they wanted to stop us. And then they put us in jail.
Yeah, I remember that.
They beat us up and put us in jail. But I believe that there was a great point of law there.
Yeah.
Where something else should have been done, that we didn't have to wait 19 years and we're still in court.
Brian Murphy, is he a judge now?
Where's the judge?
Your lawyer, Brian Murphy, is he a judge now?
I don't know. I haven't heard from him for a long time.
You think he was shut up? He was
don't
your
know.
lawyer, and next thing you know, he's gone.
Yeah.
They seem to disappear. When you want something, you're
Well,
doing good, they disappear, right?
Yeah. Well, every time here in the province of New Brunswick, the lawyers who took on the case, they always quit or find another way out. I had one lawyer from
Cameraman's the
I
end of the
had
job.
one lawyer from St. John. He had the case for a year and a half or 2 years.
What was his name?
McLeod.
McLeod. I know that. Is that a judge now?
I don't know. But anyway, he quit. And I had another lawyer by the name of Henry Bear. He had the case for a couple of years. And everything was going well. And the day of the trial, he quit.
It looks like the power to be are telling them, listen, back off, because
Well,
you'll be
that's-
blacklisted.
It seems that, there's someone telling them something because they get encouraged in the case because the case, there's evidence enough.
Yeah.
There's all kinds of evidence. And they go along for a couple of years,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden, like the one with Henry Bear, the day of the trial, he called me over and he says, Jackie says, I want you to
Plead guilty?
plead guilty. Yeah.
Peace bond. Peace
I want
bond.
you to plead guilty this
Yeah.
morning. I said, you're joking.
Yeah.
He says, no, I'm not joking. He says, if you don't plead guilty, I'm quitting. Well, I said, you better go before the judge and quit because I'm not going to plead guilty.
I said the same thing. Henry Bear, that's native.
Yeah,
Lawyer from where?
from Tobic.
Tobic. Oh yeah, okay. Interesting. Listen, we're gonna on va parler en français. We're gonna shut it off. Hey, nice to see you.
Okay.
Always. Un plaisir. So we're just gonna continue. On va le dire en français. So we have a nice. Boy, I hope. I know I'll never reach 88, but I hope I look as good as you at 88. Keep up the good. Oh, lifting the weights, huh? Lift the weights, c'est ça que tu fais? Tu lèves les weights, huh?
Yeah.
How many pounds? Huh?
Oh, well, I'm not putting all what I can do, but I'm doing an exercise of it anyway.
That's fine. You want to look good like that? Lift the weights. But I don't have no patience to lift weights. Okay, à la prochaine. Okay.